Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Team Joystick Heroes podcast. This week it's Chris,
Rebecca.
Ryan.
and this is our professor, Ryan Morrison. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Ryan Morrison. I'm the sole instructor of the game design program here at Camden County College. For the last, I'm in my 14th year. I am also one of the studio heads of a small studio called Island Officials here in South Jersey, and we make games.
Great.
You also own
Oh, I have a board game store too called Tiki Tiki Board Games, and we sell games.
Yeah.
So
You make games and sell games.
we do. It's very exciting.
Living the dream.
Something.
So,
What is your experience in the game design world?
So I originally started as a hobbyist back in the, I guess, late 90s and early 2000s, and I did mods for a couple of different games with a couple of like online groups. I would do like skins on different worlds and stuff like that, and change backgrounds and art stuff. And then I sold video games for a very long time, and my partner and I decided to start a company one day. So yeah, that's what got me into it. Since then, we've produced over 12 published titles on iOS, Android, and Nintendo platforms. And through the program here, we've created, I've been responsible overseeing the creation of more than 50 games. So
wow, that's a
pretty
lot.
exciting. It's fun. It's
Mhm.
fun. So no complaints about this job.
Really?
Well, except Game 1 students.
Okay, but that's a complaint.
Yeah, it's valid.
If you want to bash Game 1 students, you totally can.
No,
This is
I would never do that. I'm a very professional person.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
But kind of. Sort I can be
When you want to.
when I need to be.
When you need, okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
How do you feel about Game 1 this semester?
This semester is about spot on. I asked them to look around the room on the first day of class when there was 22 students in the room, and then I asked them to look around today when there were 12 students in the room.
Oh wow, that's...
And I said, did I lie to you? And they said, no, you didn't lie to us. And I said, right. I said, we bet on statistics all the time. And I said, it's not, it's not, hey, I'm right. It's, oh, great.
He was right.
But they're doing good. Next, I've had one GDD turned in already this semester, and I'll be getting probably 10 or 11 more next week. So I have 2 people I'm questioning on whether or not they're going to complete it, but I knew that the 3rd week. So
Oh nice.
You got a good idea of it.
Yeah, you get a good idea. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and I know what the work is. And after meeting students for the first time after a few weeks, you kind of get a feeling for the type of student that they are.
Mm-hmm.
And some people are ready to do the work, and some people need some prodding and need some extra time. So it's natural. I wasn't great at every one of my classes that I ever took, and I failed a few. So you take them over and you do them again, and you keep working.
So you've been teaching for a while right now,
A little
right?
bit, yeah.
So have you changed the curriculum?
Yeah,
throughout-
about 6 times we've changed the curriculum.
Do you think about changing it more, or do you think you're just gonna? Do you like it now? How
All
it
the
is?
time. I like the curriculum where it is. I find I like parts of the curriculum, and then I would say that I tune it every other semester
Okay.
and really change some of the lectures up, and I change some of the assignments up. The base assignments of the PPD and the GDD I keep the same, and I was actually just talking to a colleague of mine at Bloomfield College a couple of weeks ago, and he asked me how I felt about documentation, and they don't believe in documentation. And I told him why I believe in it. I believe that it's a firm base, and I believe that before you build a house, you should have an architect's drawing. And
Right.
so we differ in opinion there. So, but I think the games that they're building are simple, single mechanic games that maybe don't need a lot of planning. So.
Well, the whole point of the GED is it's a blueprint.
It's
correct?
a blueprint,
Right.
right. It's the basis of what a larger game would be based on.
Right.
And it's a sample of real documentation that is used in the field by a number of design houses. So, but some don't. Like my favorite game designer, who's Dave Jaffe, doesn't use game design documents anymore. And I completely disagree with him on a professional level, but it's his studio. He can do what he wants,
Right.
and he made Twisted Metal, so I'm okay with listening to him. So I think it works sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't.
Do you have a favorite game designer, Rebecca?
Nope.
I know mine.
Who's yours?
Tim Schafer. Come on, you remember my GDD.
Yeah, absolutely. So Tim of Legend is the man. He's pretty cool, man. He's very talented, and the studio is amazing. So I would drop everything to work out there.
Oh, definitely.
So all of you, bad habit. Now I would probably find somebody to replace me very quickly.
Who would you?
So.
Do you have anyone in mind?
No, not at all.
Wow.
I'm not saying it would be an easy hunt, but I'm just saying. You know,
Yeah, it's stressful.
There's only 2 weeks left in this semester, so
Right.
see ya. But no, I like it here. I like New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from here, so.
Same.
Well, I was born in Pennsylvania actually, but
Oh, really?
it's all the same. So.
Yeah, East Coast.
Yeah.
It's all matched together.
It's all
Middle East Coast.
It's all climate. It comes down to climate anymore. What climate do you want to live in? You know, and I don't mind snow, and I don't mind heat, and
you get a good amount of both.
Yeah, that's all we get anymore. But so.
Well, we didn't. Last Christmas we had what 70-degree weather on
Christmas.
Christmas.
70-degree weather. Yeah, I was out playing airsoft the day after. I was like in shorts. But anyway, the people you're fighting against.
I didn't know if you were seeing.
It's like playing war.
Okay.
It's silly.
I'd love to go airsoft.
You guys should do it as a team exercise.
Oh yeah.
That would be
a lot of fun.
painful.
You get out. I mean, you would get out all your frustration.
There would be a mutiny somewhere in there.
Like hang up on Logan.
Not even. You guys wouldn't even like turn around a corner and everybody be shooting each other. I'd be like, do you feel better?
That'd be fun.
That would be.
Well, we're ending. This is our last semester together.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Is it sad? Are you sad?
I'm a little sad, just because we've been together. I feel like this is like a relationship. You know what I mean?
You're a team. You guys have been a team, good or bad. You've been a team. So
everything we went through the semester, you have to look at it and be like, oh well, we were a team at this point.
For sure, you can say that for sure. You guys have team experience. So
yeah. And it's neat to see because we're finally getting down to the last 2 weeks, and we're actually it's almost a finished product.
Yeah, it's looking really good. I'm very excited about it, and all the. I mean, in 2 short weeks, you guys have added a lot of elements to it, a lot of assets to it, and the game feels wonderful. So, I mean, a couple finite points, and it's looking really good. So.
Yeah, I was playing it yesterday, and I like. What's really cool is it feels like a racing game. Like I love the menu. I love the little rotation of the cars. Like that was cute.
All those little effects. I mean, they really bring things to it.
It reminds me of playing like Need for Speed, the arcades. And all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good. You guys are adopting all the right principles, and you're bringing in elements of other games that totally make sense, and you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing, which scares the hell out of you. So.
Are you gonna miss us?
Yeah, I'll miss you guys.
Aww.
So but next group of sheep coming in. So that's how it goes.
How do you feel about those sheep?
They're good. The Game 2 group is interesting because it's 2 groups, but it's really 4 groups. Like they're starting to groups within groups are starting to form, and it's funny. One of them, not a lot of mutiny going on, but like some groupings, some kind of cliques are happening, kind of stuff, and that's not always a good thing. It'll be interesting when Game 3 comes around to see what kind of teams they try and form, because I'm going to try and keep it hands-off as possible, but I'm going to have to intervene because I don't want a kickball situation, so I don't want that.
Are you seeing people from separate teams starting to try to communicate more between them?
Yeah. There's a lot of different team communication happening, which is very nice. But what I'm starting to see is, let's put everybody on a 10-point scale, and we'll say on each team there is a group of 4, 5, and 6s, and then there's a group of 7s and 8s. So the 7s and 8s of Team 1 are really reaching out to the 7s and 8s of Team 2, and they're trying to form like mega team.
Right.
And they were even talking about doing a project, in the few weeks between the semester. And they asked me what I thought of it, and I told them the truth. I told them it was a horrible idea, and I said, you're going to cause a lot of problems. I said, you guys are going to be working together for another 30 weeks. I said, you probably want to just take a couple of weeks off and relax. And they'll either listen to me or they won't. So they probably won't.
Yeah, it's probably terrible. Because even after game 2, I was like, oh, I'm so relieved. Like, I get a nice little break. And then coming back, I was like, and then after that, I was like, like it's a long time.
It is a long time. I mean, you guys have now done almost the whole gambit, and a 15-week game is very manageable, but a 30-week game with a break in between is like
you think it's going to be better, but it's not.
It's not.
There's that, in the beginning, there's like that development of like just like figuring out what you have to do, and that's the worst part, I feel like, because you're just waiting and figuring out what to do. And I like to just go. I like to just get it done.
Very few teams have ever come into game 3 with a project already in mind. And the reason is because you get an occasional oddball that's from another group that'll show up, and because we're very, democratic in the way we vote on things and things like that, it makes it difficult. And sometimes, people get jerked around and, they could have a good idea and, but so it's hard to do that pre-work leading into game 3. But it's fine, there's plenty of time until the end. So I just heard some of your guys saying, I wish we had 2 more weeks to work on it.
Was it Fan?
I probably
it was Fan and Cipriani.
Yeah.
But they were saying it just for polish. They're like, now that we've seen it, we're really thinking of adding this, and that's like, those are brake lights you want to see. You don't want to add anything.
Like literally brake lights.
So literally brake lights, yeah. Yeah. So.
How do you feel, Chris? How do you feel that we're ending?
I feel good. I feel relieved. I feel that I survived. I learned a lot about myself in this time period. I've learned what I can and can't handle in terms of doing this wonderful thing that we call game design.
Well, I think one of the big things you got out of it is that this isn't for you, right?
No,
like you don't have as big as interest. When I met you 2 years ago, when you were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you were like, "I love games," and I was like, "Okay."
Like, I love games. I love playing games, and I love dissecting games. I like tearing them apart as I play them. I don't like. I mean, granted, I have a few stuff I want to do. Some things RPGs. I want to make an RPG maker just for fun for me. But that's just for like a pastime, fun thing.
Sure, a hobby.
A hobby,
absolutely
not a job.
Yeah.
And I found things I like doing, like podcasting.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
You guys both got into audio way more than I expected you to, which was very exciting. So.
And I have an interest in starting YouTube and working and doing stuff on that. And
because that's a thing now, like audio technicians and video technicians and stuff like that. I mean, as big as the YouTube universe is, there's people who need to know how to do that stuff. So.
I mean, you have companies like Rooster Teeth that started entirely on the internet. They're one of the biggest internet companies that started as a media.
Yeah, Bernie and those guys are nuts, man, and they're just printing their own money at this point. So.
Have you ever met any of the guys from Rooster Teeth?
We met Bernie digitally. Tyler, my business partner, knows Caboose.
Oh, okay.
Who we met out in California one of the years we went out. So, we rubbed elbows a little bit, but Bernie backed our last Kickstarter.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got a. What did he get? I think he got a T-shirt. He might have gotten a ceiling tile, but.
Oh, nice.
So did Tim Schafer backed it too. So
that's awesome.
Which is really cool.
That's cool.
And all we do is email them, hey, we're doing this thing. They both loved it. So.
Wow.
I know you have a signed copy of Psychonauts. I saw it.
I do. My friend Melissa got that for me for Christmas one year. So it's made out to Jan Oysen, which is a joke between us because back in the day I was a big eBayer. And they made up a story that I sold the R's and M's out of my name. So now I'll be known as Jan Oysen.
That's fun.
I like it.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So what's next? Where are you guys going to school? What are you doing?
Why
don't you know yet? Come on.
Oh, I'm stressed. Don't. I'm stressed out. I've been looking at. I don't know what I want to do. That's like the biggest thing. I just don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life.
The beauty is you don't have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life.
I just need a degree.
You got to get that paper.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at jobs and figure out if you have skills that are good for those jobs. So it's really what the second 2 years of college should be about. It's about refining skills.
Yeah.
And seeing what type. Like, even if you don't get a degree in liberal arts and a bachelor's in liberal arts, but even if you get one of those, you know what I mean? At least you have a degree at that point. Yeah. And that's people want to see that. They want to make sure that you've had a certain level of education, so you understand basic psychology and basic sociology. And I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
getting a specialized degree can be more helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to go to California. That's
Nice.
what I want to do.
Nice.
I would love to. I like it here, but I feel like there's more opportunity there. It's nicer there. Like, I like the weather. Like, when was like the past 2 times that I went, I loved it so much. Like, I was so happy. So I just want to move there and I'll be happy.
So move there.
Okay. I don't know. I have no money. I don't know. And my
You don't need money. You just need a job or the prospects of a job, even a part-time job.
Yeah, I know. One day. Well,
Do it,
yeah,
man.
I know. I still got some time to think about
You
it,
got
so I'm not
time, yeah.
stressing myself out that much.
Yeah.
But
Well, and if you get to live at home at a cheaper rate and you're able to do that, you've got some time to build.
yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly.
But that time's going to be gone like
I
that.
know. I
So,
know.
I mean, I'm already 22 years old, and I'm thinking, oh man, where am I going to be in 10 years?
Yeah.
That plan somewhat ready, and I mean, I have a specialized set of skills. You know, the work I've done for my jobs in the past, 5 years of my life.
You sound like the guy from Taken.
I have a particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will clean your floor.
Okay.
But I've found myself something specialized to do. So, say if I can never really find a job in computers or in audio, I can always find a job at like a nursing home for a good amount of money and stuff like that. I have that backfall, but I'd like to move forward and continue forward and see what I can do.
Stop washing floors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're your house floors.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I hear you. That's good. Direction. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a finalized direction. It just needs to be more than it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes knowing what you don't want to do is a very impactful thing. So,
Mhm.
when I first went to college, I went to college for art education. I was going to be an art teacher. And after the second semester, I realized it wasn't for me.
I can imagine you as an art teacher.
Yeah?
You'd
Or
be ridiculous.
I'd be okay. I'd have fun.
I mean, that's why I'm saying you'd
Yeah.
have too much fun.
I'd have too much fun, yeah. So, and I don't know. It just wasn't for me. That wasn't in the cards. And like all of a sudden I was living on my own, and I had an opportunity to work in retail instead. So I went to retail college, and 15 years later I got out of that. So
Nice.
but it's a blink and it's over. And I mean, I blinked and like my son's graduating high school.
Aw, is he really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. But,
Okay.
no,
My parents
he'll
said
be
that
fine.
too. They're like, we're pretty sure he's graduating.
Junior year was a little bumpy, so thank God for summer school.
Mine was sophomore year.
So,
Sophomore year
yeah.
was extremely
Was
bumpy
that your
for me.
bumpy year? So yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, except senior year. Senior year was good, but besides that, it was
Gabe's
pretty
got such a
rough.
cake schedule. I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
But you can't do it for him. You got to screw up on your own, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty. So.
That's exciting. Where does he want to? Does he know where he wants to do?
He applied at RCGC. He's got a couple of ideas, but like they're in 4 very different wheelhouses.
Yeah.
And he's into computer science, but he doesn't really code. And I said, well, there goes that one.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm not willing to dismiss it that fast. I said, great, take a college course, take basic, take
Yeah.
Something in visual
fundamentals,
basic.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, see if you pick it up. If you pick it up, you'll be fine, I said,
Mhm.
but the fact that you haven't done it a lot in high school puts you behind the wheel.
Yeah.
So, and he likes multimedia, and I told him that's fine if he wants to work at a restaurant. It's just multimedia jobs are hard. I mean, they're wonderful paying jobs, but finding one is difficult because the people who are in there are embedded,
Right.
And he likes networking and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So I told him that's great. He can get a degree in that and get some certificates and
Mm-hmm.
be fine. So
Right.
he likes art, and I told him no way. in
Wow,
hell.
so he really does have like.
He's all over the place, and he's
yeah.
both side brains, and not that that's a real thing, but it's very confusing.
Are you stressed?
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
Every day of my life.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I just want him to do well, And Grace has like been talking about being a veterinarian since she was, 5.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty sure she's going to be a veterinarian. So I'm like, all right, Grace, whatever you want to do. I was like, I'm not paying for that. So
Okay.
I'll buy you books.
I mean, books are expensive, so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps, right?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
It's exciting though.
yeah.
Yeah.
People change, people grow.
Does he like high school, or is he like excited?
Hates it.
Hates high yeah.
school.
I hate high school too.
Yeah, I hate. I don't
hate school in
I
general.
loved it, man. I loved high
Really?
school.
That's
so
crazy.
but I had a weird home life and stuff like that. So
Okay.
you know, it was rough and explosive. And high school was like a place for me to relax. And
Okay.
chill.
It was like your outlet.
Yeah, it was my outlet.
Gotcha.
So, I didn't like college the first time, so I didn't like it until the second and a half time. So.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, I hated high school. You hated high school. Right?
Yeah, I absolutely hated high school.
I mean, I went to a small high school though. There were 70 people in my graduating class.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was.
So you were all friends?
We were all friends. We all went to each other's parties. We all hung out. It was
nice.
good. So.
So I had a class of 400, I think, graduating.
Yeah, that's a long graduation. Screw that.
Mhm.
You know.
I think I had 300. I don't really remember.
That's a lot.
Ours was inside because it rained the day of graduation. So
Oh, that stinks.
it always does too. Like I have not, that my high school has not had a outside graduation in like 4 years or something.
Really?
Like
That's
that.
not. Alyssa's the same way. Her high school is the same way.
So we sat up in the bleachers in the gym, and they just called us. We stood up and kind of said like we didn't walk down and get our degree.
Oh, really?
Oh wow,
Yeah, so,
wow, that's a quick dog, man.
I would like that.
I would like that too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yep. You
Well,
know.
because the gymnasium was just a hot mess.
Where'd you go to school?
Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so-
Yeah, they need to fix that joint.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Cool.
So, any future projects planned for Island Officials that you can talk about?
We are, yeah, I can talk about them. We're actually showing off a game we're working on tomorrow at the Franklin Institute, December the 3rd. We were invited back for a second go around. We're showing off our game, RPG Arcade, which is going to be a tablet-based, I call it a tap-tap dungeon fighter.
Oh, okay.
100 levels, lots of bad guys, lots of fun stuff. Female protagonists. We also have males in there, but they're secondary.
They're lame.
They are, and it's beautiful art style. We're going after that casual crowd of core gamers, and we're really excited about it. It's going to take forever to finish. We're figuring probably third quarter next year. But we've had some transition with some people and personnel issues and stuff like that. You always run into that. And the other thing is in lot check right now with the Wii shop, or the eShop for the Wii U. That's what it's called. For Nintendo is Queen of Space Coronation, which is our spiritual successor for our iOS game Queen of Space.
I have that on my phone.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Good.
I like that you have the symbols on it for color print.
Well, and we changed it up a little bit. We changed some of the art and stuff like that, and we made the Queen an actual figure now, and I'm getting a tattoo of her soon. I'm very excited.
Ooh.
And some really cool stuff on the horizon. And then we have 2 other games in the pipeline that we're working on, and we may be getting a contract with the Tourette's Foundation of America to do a game.
Oh, that's awesome.
To help young kids with Tourette's.
Oh,
That's
cool.
awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
we'll see what happens. So I have a meeting with them next week.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Speaking of tattoos, did you finish your Yoda?
My Yoda's finished.
So what's next?
I have a Vader that's halfway done
Okay.
on the back of my left leg, and we're doing Vader along with one of the Death Stars and some ships at the same time.
Okay.
And then we're planning on Grand Moff Tarkin to be
Nice.
on the front part of my left leg. I'm excited about that, and I've got a Han and Chewie lined up for my right leg.
Nice.
So,
It's exciting.
but yeah, I'm pretty jazzed up, especially with the new movie hitting, and
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Rogue One looks
Rogue
really
One
good.
looks awesome, and I got my 2 sets of movie tickets for that. So.
At 1:15 in the morning.
1:15 a.m. and then we're going Sunday afternoon. I think at like 4 o'clock or something. So,
Okay.
but I'll take my family then because I told my wife last night. I was like, hey, I got tickets for late. Well, it's early Friday. She's like, I'm not going to that, and I'm like, I'm gonna go.
So are you going by yourself?
No, I bought 8 tickets, so there'll be a
Okay.
bunch of us going. But my buddies and all. So my kids, I told them they could get out of school that Friday because Star Wars is more important than their education.
That's awesome.
I said, look, I don't want to have any conflicting things and think I'm a bad parent, but I said it's okay to go to the movies, you know.
Yeah.
So at midnight, and not have to go to school.
Yeah, that's like Harry Potter.
So.
I remember when Harry Potter used to be the thing.
Yeah,
Well, that was over the summer though.
Did you guys see Fantastic Beasts yet?
Yeah.
I saw it last night.
I enjoyed it.
It was really good.
It was well done. And just production value through the roof. And I like the establishment of the universe with other characters.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
I like that they only mentioned Dumbledore, like he didn't need to be in it
Yeah,
for everyone.
yeah.
He was like a person, and
Yeah.
I'm like, awesome. I'm like, that's so great, you know,
Yeah.
tie-ins, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
They had, I didn't realize that the one dude Grindelwald was played by Johnny Depp. Like I
Oh,
saw that part and I was
yeah.
like, wait a minute. And I was looking through the cast later. I was like, that was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, my friend refused to go see it because she doesn't like Johnny Depp. I was like, all right, fine.
Wait, the whole time it was Johnny Depp?
No. That
Oh,
was
okay.
Colin
I don't
Farrell.
want to give
For,
too
like,
much away.
That one scene.
That one scene.
That
Yeah,
one
yeah,
scene,
yeah,
yeah.
I know.
And me and my friend in the theater were like, that's Johnny Depp. That we were just like joking.
Trying to
like,
figure out who Johnny
yeah,
Depp
and
was.
then when he revealed himself, I was like, that's Johnny Depp. Like it was amazing. I can't believe it.
They did such a good job on his makeup that I
Yeah.
didn't even notice that it was
Yeah.
him.
I'm so happy he's not a pirate.
Yeah.
So,
And he did, he wasn't a creepy dude from a Tim Burton movie either.
Yeah,
You ever wonder what he really looks like?
No.
You know what I mean? Like how he just like he always looks.
Yeah, I almost
different.
went and saw what's that band that he's in? He's in a band. With
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, with
Some kinda- I don't know.
I know who you're talking about, and I can't remember the name of the band.
Yeah, but I wanted to go see him in that just to see like
What he
kind of looked like. Like
Yeah.
what, like just. I'd like to see him. Like I'd like to observe him. You
Right,
know, like
same.
Just, yeah. So.
That's not weird. Yeah.
It's a little creepy, but you know.
I mean, he's a creepy. I feel like he's a creepy guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I would imagine.
I think he's super complicated. I mean, the amount of fame and fortune that's come across him, along with the heartache that's come to him, I think is,
Yeah.
you know, done a good job on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it takes a toll on people
Yeah.
when they, fame hits them.
I mean, for them with their billions of dollars, but you know, it's not all
Yeah.
about money. So.
No.
Yeah.
Houses,
A lot of
cars.
them end up broke.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
so.
they do. So.
But yeah, I did like Fantastic Beasts. I liked, I just liked a lot of the universe. Like, it was just
Yeah.
so cool to see so many different things.
It was weird to see that actor play an adult male.
Who?
No, the guy who was in The Danish Girl. So his last couple of roles, he's been like very immersed into Stephen Hawking and
Oh,
Danish
yeah.
Girl and you know the lead. I don't know the
Yeah, yeah.
little English guy. But,
Yeah.
you know, so that was fun.
Yeah. I liked it. It was good. I actually liked it better than Doctor Strange.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, I really like. So I'm a comic book nerd though. So
It was good, but I feel like they're just constantly leading up to other movies.
that's all they're doing. I mean,
Yeah.
they're really comic booking these comic book movies now, and it's
Yeah.
just like next comes this
Issue
you
number,
know.
like,
Yeah,
like,
117 where rocket falls from the sky. You're
Awesome.
like, okay.
Have you been keeping up with this crossover on the CW?
No, so I'm behind on all the episodes.
Okay.
Have all 3 shown this week?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Supergirl was supposed to be part of it, but apparently it had nothing to do with the crossover until the very end.
Well,
when-
she kind of. So I'm about 3 episodes behind in Supergirl, but they just started kicking off the crossover. I think in it, they're hinting to something coming.
Mhm.
And I don't know if Cadmus is behind it or what the deal is, but I'm very excited about. I love crossover events. I think
Yeah,
they're fun.
I loved that. I feel like the writing in the first season of Supergirl was very not that great.
Well, it was CBS writers instead of CW writers.
Yeah.
So
And
I tried to mainstream it.
The best episode was when the Flash joined it.
It was outstanding. Well, it was because Berlanti wrote it, so
Mhm.
he's very talented. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that this weekend, hopefully. So
I'll say the best written show on the CW is definitely the Flash. I think that one has the most solid writing overall.
yeah, they literally take episodes of the comics and roll it right in. So
Mhm,
issues
yeah.
of the comics now. But, so I do. Not a big watcher though.
So I binged Arrow,
Okay.
like the first 2 seasons, and that was the worst idea.
Yeah.
Because 1, it's very dramatic.
Very dramatic.
2, there's too many episodes.
Yes.
There's just too many, and then I was like very brain was fried, and now I just refuse to watch it. I started to watch a little bit of the third season, and then I was like, I can't. I don't care anymore. I'll just read the comics.
Well, the end of the second season is like down in a gully, and they slowly build themselves back out.
The second season was so good.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
yeah,
like every episode was like on point, and then I was just like, I can't do it
maybe
anymore.
the
third season is a gully.
Yeah,
Really?
and then now I think they're on their way back up.
Yeah,
so.
I think with them establishing all these new characters and trying to stray further and further away
and
from...
DC is supporting them. Like they're creating. Like I just saw the dude with the hockey mask like has his own comic now.
Oh, Wild Dog.
Yeah, but he's called something else in there, and I was like, what is this? But
right.
you know, I'm kind of a purist, but I accept entertainment for what it is. Like I don't go crazy. Like you know, I wasn't happy with the way they portrayed the antagonist in Doctor Strange, but I accepted it. So, you know, like in that one Fantastic Four movie when Galactus was a bunch of bugs, space bugs. I was like, this is bullshit. Is what it is.
That was what was it? I forget who it was, but said there was a year of there was a span of comic book movies where the villains were clouds.
Yeah.
It was the Hulk movie.
Yeah, the Hulk movie, a Fantastic Four movie.
Fantastic Four.
Else.
Oh, Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Parallax was a cloud.
Parallax was a cloud, and I'm like, Parallax is not a cloud. He's a little bug.
He's a big bug.
He's a big bug. Yeah. So, but he's a little evil yellow guy. He's bad. He infects you.
Not a cloud.
Not a cloud.
So I know you like the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I have one acquaintance that doesn't like it because they like the old school.
Okay.
But he was saying that in the new one, the way that they take out their lightsabers, they do it wrong. Did you like notice that?
No.
Okay.
That
Because I thought
sounds
that was crazy. That's what I mean. Like.
So I don't know who this person is,
Yeah.
but it sounds like they read an article and they got a chip on their shoulder
Yeah.
about it. Like, who cares how they take out their fake invisible swords?
Right.
No, man, I don't. You know, like it's also timing and you know, like. I mean, if you watch episode 4, the way Obi-Wan takes us out, he goes like that every time he turns it on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's supposed to be seamless because in episodes 1, 2, and 3, they just, you know, kind of go out. But no, I'm into it. I mean, obviously, I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I don't care that much.
Yeah, I don't get. People are really precise about, especially with any nerdy thing, but especially with Star Wars, just very precise on how everything is done, and I'm just like, enjoy for what it is.
Right. You know, like, how happy am I that they're still making Star Wars movies since I was a little kid?
Yeah, and now they're going to be doing it forever, pretty much.
Yeah, like, they're just printing Star Wars movies at this point, and they're spanning the universes, and it's all like you can get on board right now, and you can read all the books, and you can watch all the shows, and you can be up to date.
Yeah.
And it's very manageable.
It's not 30 years worth of books.
Books, right.
Yeah.
Like, I was so happy when they reset the universe, because I read probably 3/4 of the old books, but there were some where I was totally missing because, like, I started them and I was like, this sucks, you know? And I'm like, who cares?
It's like the D&D books. Like, so many of them are hit and miss.
Yeah.
Because they've all had different writers.
Right.
Magic the Gathering suffered from the same problem with its universe books. There were different authors for a lot of the older books.
Yeah.
And they just were, some were good quality, some were extremely poor quality. And then they just started having short stories written on their website instead to cover what happens in
Which is good.
Yeah, it's a little better.
It's a better way to cover it up. But yeah, to answer your question, who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who cares about the way they take out their lightsabers?
Okay.
Come on, man.
Speaking of the Star Wars books, I'm reading Tarkin.
Are you?
Yeah, halfway through it.
Yo, how good is Tarkin?
I'm gonna pick it up. I have a few books in my backlog that I have to read.
Okay, so it's good, but I really, really love Dark Disciple.
Yeah.
That was really good. My heart breaks.
Ventress, oh my god.
I wish she was in the movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, she's such a good character.
Great character. And that dude she was in love with, and I'm like, I want that guy in the movies.
At first, like, as soon as they got together, like, you know, like, teamed up, I was like, oh, something's gonna happen. And then something happened, I was like, oh, and then Ventress, and I was like, no, and it Count Dooku and a lot.
But like she was so but like it I think it's what gives you the empathy for Darth Vader and for Darth Maul and like they're just manipulated characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, and that's what the dark side is all about, manipulation, you know, and it's just like Palpatine is such an evil prick.
Yeah.
Like to the core,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like
He is the puppet master.
He is the
he
puppet
is.
master.
He's like the
So
definition.
playing the whole universe,
Yeah.
including his own master.
Yeah, he's.
So.
Yeah, Plagueis.
Yeah. So.
But Tarkin's good. It's
good.
very political.
It is very political. So.
But it's so far like where I'm at. It's like getting like ooh.
Nice.
Getting good.
Well, and you get a little bit of his background.
Yeah,
and I mean, he's
that's
such
really
a minor
cool.
character, really.
Yeah.
You know, like Peter Cushing played him in Episode 4 so well, but it was such a small role.
Yeah.
You know, I probably only had a dozen lines.
Yeah.
But,
Will Tarkin appear in Rogue One? He has to.
so I thought the new general guy was going to be him. It would not shock me if he doesn't make an appearance, because Rogue One is really about the building of the Death Star, and Tarkin is instrumental in building the Death Star.
Yeah.
He's not the main guy, but like he assigned the main guy, so he's got to pop up. So
Hopefully.
I hope so.
Do we still have theories on who Snoke is? Anyone
I
have
don't know.
theories?
I think he might be Plagueis, but maybe not. Like, I don't know. I like the way I like the mystery behind it.
Yeah, the mystery's good.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm excited. I'm glad I haven't figured it out yet. You know, because
I really love that they're cherry picking things from the extended universe to put back into this universe. So like Ben Kenobi, they were like, okay, we liked him, put him back in there. So stuff
well,
like,
and I like all the
or
sub-theories
not Ben
about who
Kenobi,
Rey
but Ben,
is.
Yeah,
Ben
that's who
Solo.
Rey is.
And then they're like, it's Kenobi's daughter, and I'm like, Kenobi was a Jedi. I'm like, dedicated Jedi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he flirted with those women.
Well, he was a gray Jedi. Obi-Wan
So.
was a gray Jedi, which they experienced the dark side
They
enough.
experienced the dark side enough where he probably got some play, but I don't know.
And the same with Luke Skywalker was huge in that. When in the extended universe, he was also a gray Jedi. And at one point, he was a Sith master. I think.
Yeah.
He
at one point he went after all the holocrons that were left and all that stuff. So
you know, he lived both sides, so he's like he's like the true master of the Force in that sense. You know, he knows which path to walk. Yeah. So it's really cool.
Are you watching Rebels too?
No.
It's so good.
I would like to start watching it. I have so many things to watch.
Good. It's really. Did you read the book about Hera and what's that called?
It's with Darth Vader and Sidious.
It's about the people with the skin.
Yeah.
It's Twi'leks. The Twi'leks. Yeah. The guy who took down the first Star Destroyer.
Okay.
It was Cham Syndulla.
Yeah, Syndulla. Yeah. His daughter Hera is one of the lead characters in Rebels.
When I found that out, I was like, oh, because I just read the book and then I started
and then
watching
you were
it.
like, whoa, I can see the line.
Yeah.
You know. So Rebels is really good.
I liked.
You can find it out there. So.
On demand.
Yeah, on demand.
I liked my favorite spin-off series was definitely the original Clone Wars, not the 3D one, the 2D one.
Oh, the drawn one.
Oh,
yeah,
because that made what was his name? Grievous awesome and scary.
Yeah.
Because he took down 4 Jedi Masters in one go.
Yeah, that was really good. So I enjoyed the 3D version of that as well. Like I thought that was
It got really good towards
good technology towards
yeah.
the end. So do you guys remember the 2-minute shorts they had?
Yes.
Leading up to the Clone Wars.
yeah.
They were so good. The Mace Windu one was my favorite, man. It was just him running. I was like, this is so good. But yeah, I like stuff like that.
I feel bad for Count Dooku because in the movies he was just like some crazy old guy.
Oh, he totally
But
got
then like
played.
in like the Clone Wars, he's like such a badass.
He is a badass.
And even the books too, he's a badass.
Well, and I mean, he's a Jedi who was like, "F you all, I'm
Yeah.
going back to the here," and then he got manipulated and brought in. He was really just fodder.
There was one thing I read that was really interesting that says Count Dooku is the true hero of the prequels. He understood that for balance to be restored to the Force, that the Jedi needed to die.
Yeah.
He 100% understood that, and he said, if we're going to bring balance to the Force and we're going to bring the universe together, the Jedi have to die. I'm going to do that. He said, I went to the dark side for the right reason.
Yeah.
To preserve the Force, not
the order. Yeah.
the order of the Force.
So.
And that was so many people and he was just not explored enough in the movies for that. So.
Yeah. Which is a shame because.
And we're
perfect actor, and
I'm never gonna see him again.
Right.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee passed away. How many
So.
years? Like 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, a couple of years now.
I still see on Facebook people saying like R.I.P. because they're like they don't look at the date of you know what I mean. There's
And it pops up, and you're
Yeah.
like, "This is 2 years
yeah
ago."
yeah. Poor
Do you
guy.
know he made a metal album? He made like 2 metal albums.
Yeah,
He
how
was
great
like
is
late
that?
in his life. Yeah,
Yeah.
for his birthday he made a Christmas metal album, which
Dude,
was
he
awesome.
Wow,
was
really?
like, he was a hardcore dude, man. Like fought the Nazis. Like, he was
Wow.
nutty.
It was Saruman
Yeah.
in Lord of the Rings, which
Yeah.
is my favorite film
Yeah.
series
Yeah.
and books.
Oh wow, what are you gonna do?
Oh well. So, this is our last podcast ever.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm sad to see it go. Sad to see it done. I liked doing the podcast. It was my
Yeah.
favorite. It was what I looked forward to doing every week.
I remember when you first asked me, I was sitting on my couch and I got a text and you're like, do you want to be my co-host? And then tears went down the thing, but
I remember I was just like, we were talking about it at one of the meetings, and Cipriani was like, you need a co-host, and I was like, yeah. And you weren't at the meeting, I remember that.
No.
So I was like, let me ask Rebecca. And so
I was so happy though.
And thus a partnership was born.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
Yeah.
And you guys have consistently done this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the most important part. You made a plan, you set out to do things, and you executed. You included others. You did it the right way.
Thanks.
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate
we
it.
were on a little hiatus, but
That's all right,
at the
you're
beginning-
allowed.
yeah.
everybody. I mean, the run it seasons now, right? That's
Yeah.
seasons.
Mhm. We had our mid-season finale and everything. And
Yeah.
it's gonna happen next week for all the shows. Everyone's gonna go into mid-season finales until
Yeah.
like what,
Yeah.
February,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, the end of January, beginning of February.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without seeing Flash weekly.
Well, see, this is why I wait. I don't get married to my DVR, and I just kind of hang back and
See,
I watch stuff over break.
I'll usually go back. Like I just rewatched the entire first season of The Flash just to see how different that was to now.
I can't go backwards.
I've also been watching Lucifer.
That's not a bad show.
It's good because
It's different than the comic. But
yeah, it's a lot different. He's a protagonist instead of the antagonist,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
interesting. But I like that they still acknowledge that it's the Vertigo imprint because
Yeah.
I know when they
Yeah.
did New 52, they combined all their universes.
Yeah, it got a little screwy. Rebirth is working itself
Yeah,
out though.
and Rebirth created one of my favorite Flash villains ever,
Yeah.
Godspeed.
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah,
awesome.
that's cool. That's cool.
Because most Flash villains suffer from terrible naming, especially the evil speedsters.
Oh my god.
Reverse Flash, Dr. Zoom, or
Yeah.
Professor Zoom.
Yeah, it's awful.
And then now you have Godspeed.
Don't even
That's
get,
cool.
My buddies rag on me all the time. They're like, let's talk about some DC villains. And I'm like, they're like, Captain Happy, Mr. Sad. And I'm like, shut up. So,
I mean, there's a fair share of terrible characters in Marvel.
there are on both sides, but there's definitely more on the
Are you
DC
DC
side.
or Marvel?
I'm a DC guy.
I'm
Okay.
DC.
Yeah,
I'm mature.
I read the comics for adults.
Can we get fan out here?
I'm no longer teen angsty. So no, it's weird. I just ordered a Marvel book called Solo. I guess he's teamed up with the Avengers now or something like that. But he was a character from when I was a kid that I read.
Oh, really?
But he was like stupid. Like he was just like an army dude who could teleport. And but he was
cool.
one of my favorite characters back in the day. And he just got a new book that popped up. So I was like, oh my god, I ordered a Marvel book? What's wrong with me? So that and Old Man Logan I read. But
Old Man Logan. I like that they're doing Old Man Logan
So,
for the next
yeah.
Wolverine movie.
me too. So.
Looks sad.
Yeah.
You know,
It's also going to be sad.
Did you read it?
No.
You should read that story.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Is
It's
it
got
sad?
what is it?
Yeah.
The Hulks. The Hulks is one of the gangs.
It's the future, and
Yeah,
everything's
yeah.
screwed up, and like the United States is divvied up by like the children or offspring of like all these villains.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and somebody goes to find Logan
Yeah.
to fix stuff, and it's awesome. You should, I highly suggest it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I went to a comic book store and I was like, what Marvel should I read? Because I know what to read in DC.
Yeah.
You know, I have my favorites. I'm like, what Marvel? And he's like, do you like Wolverine? I'm like, he's a cool character. He's like, read Old Man Logan. I'm like,
Seriously, so good, so good. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Alright.
I'm leaving.
Okay. It was fun having you on.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me. I appreciate it.
Peace.
I felt unincluded up until today.
Aw.
Just kidding. I didn't give it.
All right. Anything else you want to say before you walk out?
No,
or-
bye bye, listeners, if
Okay.
you're listening.
Okay. All right. All right. Anything else you wanted to talk about while we have the floor?
Are you excited for the game show?
I am. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what we accomplished in terms of how many. Like I'm excited that I'm not going to be talking, so this way I can more or less watch the crowd. I want to watch the crowd for when everyone talks. I want to see what everyone says and reacts to like the trailers and all the stuff that we put a lot of work into this, and I'm really excited to see people get excited for it.
Yeah, because I know we're excited, but it'll be nice to see like other people besides our family and maybe our family, to be excited.
And we made something that we weren't really sure how well it would go over. I mean, we created a racing game,
This is the first racing game.
First
ever.
Full 3D racing game.
In this program.
In this program, not ever.
Not ever.
You know how much money we'd have if we were the creators of a 3D racing game? But, yeah, like, for us to go from a simple bubble shooter with multiple levels into now a 3D racing game based on the college, so we literally took the buildings of the college, built them in 3D, and put them on a track, and then built 3D cars, put them on a track. How did we manage that? Like, how did we go from not thinking, like I was worried a bit originally. I was like, what if we can't get it done in time and stuff like that, and then I was just like, you know what, we're gonna get it done in time.
It's cool to see because I remember just comparing last semester. I remember Shifty talking about the AI cars and how he was having issues with that, and just the small issues last semester, and then now it's almost done. Just polishing.
It's right there in front of us.
Yeah, and just you see an improvement every week too, which is very exciting. Last week. The turning and the handling of the cars are slowly progressing.
So much.
Even individually, Gordon, he was game 2, he was doing flyers, and now he's making models of buildings.
Yeah.
Even Adam was doing 2D stuff and drawing. You know what I mean? We talked about this how Adam's a very good drawer, but as an illustrator, it's iffy, but he's gotten so much better, and his models are so well done.
They're so polished and nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, I'm excited for GamerCon too. I feel like that's gonna be a lot of fun. Just you and me are gonna be at the table.
I know, that'll be fun.
We're just gonna be like, hey you,
come here.
Come here. You wanna buy some stuff?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I mean, we're in the last stretch of it. We have to make sure we have fun with it.
I'm not gonna stress myself out over it. The whole point of it is just to get some people to play the game and then maybe sell some stuff. And that's it. And I don't expect that we sell that much. A shirt would be nice, or a mug.
I think I'm gonna bring my DS and see how many people I street pass.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And be or even offer, if I can breed some Pokemon in time for this, I can offer trades to people as they come by. Be like, here, if you want a free whatever
you want.
But I'm excited. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna probably get there to help set up and then just walk around for a little bit and just look at the different things, try to find a Christmas present for my girlfriend while I'm there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because I have stuff in mind that I want to get her, but if I can find something surprising,
yeah, I would like to see what's gonna be there because I know it's a little bit smaller than Geek Fest.
I want to go to the barcade as well, since they have a that's what.
Oh, really? They have a barcade?
That's what he said. Morrison said about it. They have a arcade that's a bar. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
That will be fun. Anything else you wanted to talk about?
Not really. Do you want to talk about anything? I feel like we covered everything throughout the semester.
We've talked about Pokemon every podcast, so I really don't want to talk about it. We talked about Star Wars today.
Yeah, that was interesting because we don't really talk about Star Wars that much.
We talked about Fantastic Beasts.
That was good. Very good.
No, I think that's everything.
That's everything, guys.
That is everything. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We're gonna have a video coming out soon with just you and me talking about general housekeeping on the social media, how long we're gonna, as long as the YouTube channel can remain active. I think we're gonna leave this up here so people can.
Definitely.
Until YouTube decides, because YouTube does do a purge of accounts that haven't been active in a while. So it maybe possibly like I'll just jump on and like watch videos on this YouTube channel, like as through the channel, like watch some of our videos to try to keep it going and see how long it'll last before I'm closing the door on that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been fun.
I'm a little sad right now thinking about this because I just was thinking about like there's not going to be any more uploads on this channel except maybe if we wanted to upload a video
or if I just
went
up or like just something random.
Yeah, just be like, hey guys, remember me?
Remember us.
Here's this Pokemon pack that I'm opening here.
I know we could turn our channel into like a Pokemon. That would be so funny.
That would be fun. I want to do something. I want to I've been playing. Okay. All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about the TCG online because I've been playing that a little bit. And we should totally make a channel where we just play that.
Yeah,
and,
that'd be so
Pokemon
much fun.
And stuff. Like record us playing physical cards and the card game online.
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
And we'll have Fan.
Yeah. Fan will be involved.
Yeah, he loves doing things.
Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm down.
Okay. Well. Again, thank you everyone. We really appreciate you listening to our podcast. All these
throughout the last year.
The last year, man.
So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess maybe we don't actually love you. It's all a lie. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Most impromptu.